All right, let's get right into it. Welcome to today's explainer. We're taking a really focused, deep dive into the fast-moving 2026 landscape of online arbitrage. Now, if you've been around the e-commerce space for a minute, you already know the days of simply finding a winning product and coasting on it. Yeah, those days are completely over. Today, we're looking at the software and the automated strategies you absolutely need, not just to survive, but to actually thrive in this ecosystem.
Picture this real-world scenario from our source material. A kitchen gadget sitting at $14 on Walmart, but over on eBay, it effortlessly sells for $32. That $18 gap right there, that is the absolute lifeblood of arbitrage. But here's the massive roadblock, right? How on earth do you actually capture that profit when prices are literally changing by the hour? You might spot a winner at 9 a.m. and bam, by lunchtime, 3 other sellers have matched or beaten your price. Trying to do this without automated tools is just a chaotic mess. You've got an open Walmart tab in one hand, Amazon in the other, and eBay in a third. How could human speed possibly secure that margin before competitors or their algorithms beat you to it?
So here is our roadmap to figure this out. First, what is online arbitrage? Second, the death of manual sourcing. Third, arbitrage meets dropshipping. Fourth, the top 8 tools for 2026. And finally, scaling to hands-free. All right, Section 1. What is online arbitrage? So online arbitrage, or OA, is an e-commerce model where you buy underpriced products from everyday retail sites and then just resell them for a higher price on another marketplace, usually Amazon FBA or eBay. This doesn't run like normal retail at all. It runs entirely on capturing gaps. We're talking local price differences, quick clearance sales, and regional supply issues that just don't line up across the internet. You find a price gap between 2 stores and you pocket the difference. Moving on to Section 2, the death of manual sourcing and why humans just can't keep up anymore. Think about the old way versus the new way for a second. In-store flipping is, well, it's exhausting. You have to drive to the store, physically scan clearance shelves with your phone, load up your car, and literally cram boxes into your garage. It caps out incredibly fast because you can only be in one physical place at a time. But online arbitrage? It takes those physical limits and throws them completely out the window. Instead of scanning one physical shelf, you have access to Walmart, Amazon, AliExpress, and 100 other sites, all without ever leaving your chair. There's a great quote from our sources that really hits the nail on the head here. One person scanning aisles might check a few hundred products a day. Software checks millions without needing a lunch break. That vividly illustrates the sheer, mind-boggling volume of data tracking happening right now. Human speed simply cannot compete with that. And man, this is the ultimate pain point if you're still trying to do this manually. The market moves twice before you can even manually update your listings. Everyone's got the same playbook now, and they've all got upgraded tools. If you're sitting there hitting refresh on browser tabs to check supplier prices, you're going to be left in the dust. You'll either sell at a massive loss, or your inventory will just sit there unsold while a competitor with an automated repricer undercuts you and steals the order. Which brings us to Section 3. Arbitrage meets dropshipping, where physical inventory is completely out of the picture.
When you combine the raw engine of arbitrage with dropshipping fulfillment, you get this really sleek 4-step automated life cycle. Step 1, the software finds the price gap. Step 2, it auto-lists that product on a marketplace like eBay at a nice markup. Step 3, it auto-reprices 24/7 to protect your margins. And Step 4, when a sale is actually made, it orders the item from the supplier and auto-fulfills it directly to the buyer. You literally never hold stock in your garage, you never pack a single box.
But a quick warning here. Our sources impartially note a major compliance risk for 2026. Platforms like Amazon and eBay have super strict seller of record policies. So if you try manually dropshipping goods straight from a retail competitor in a retail box to an Amazon buyer, you can get your store suspended incredibly fast. It's the absolute fastest way out of the game. And that is exactly why serious sellers rely so heavily on automation software to filter restricted brands, monitor IP alerts, and ensure their fulfillment actually plays by the marketplace rules.
All right, let's get into the gear. Section 4, top 8 tools for 2026. Looking at this comparison of 8 major players from our sources, you'll notice immediately that not every tool does the exact same job. Some of these are built purely to analyze deals, right? But only a couple of them actually run the wholesale end-to-end, with that 24/7 repricing engine and auto-fulfillment. That distinction right there is exactly what separates a simple sourcing tool from a fully functioning automated business system. Let's quickly break down the specialized tools first. Tactical Arbitrage is an absolute beast for volume, giving you deep bulk scanning against Amazon FBA listings. ArbySource lets you scan UK and US retail markets simultaneously in the cloud. BuyBotPro acts as your AI copilot for single deal profitability analysis right on the page. SmartScout is fantastic for the bigger picture, mapping out wholesale brands and subcategories. Seller Assistant is perfect for quick browser checks to spot IP restrictions on the fly. And Keepa, well, that's your essential reference library for historical price data to make sure a gap isn't just a random fluke. These are powerful tools for sure, but remember, they just find the deal. You still have to step in and manually close the sale and manage the business.
But what about full automation? According to the source material, if you want that end-to-end pipeline automation, the two standout tools are EasyInc.io and AutoDS. They cover sourcing, listing, repricing, and fulfillment. The whole shebang. Now, it is worth noting, as our sources report, that while AutoDS offers a really robust all-in-one suite, a lot of its premium features are gated behind higher-tier plans. Basically, the cost is going to grow continuously as your catalog grows.
Let's bring it all together in Section 5, Scaling to Hands-Free.
The source material actually positions EasyInc.io as the top choice for building a truly hands-free business, mainly because it handles three massive hurdles for you. First off, it scrapes multiple source sites instantly and imports listings in bulk. You could literally fill out an entire store in an afternoon without babysitting a dozen tabs. Second, that automated 24/7 repricing is constantly adjusting your listings based on supplier price moves, which completely protects your gross profit margins from accidental losses. And third, it fulfills orders directly from the source automatically the second a sale is made. It essentially replaces the countless hours of manual grunt work you'd normally need to scale up.
So, that leaves us with one final, absolutely vital question to wrap up today's explainer. In a market completely run by machines, are you seriously still trying to win by hand? The 2026 landscape is ruthless, and it moves at the speed of software. Grinding away, working harder just to manually refresh tabs, that just means you are competing against algorithms that never have to sleep. The data makes it crystal clear. To actually scale and succeed today, your business strategy has to evolve. Thanks so much for hanging out with me on this deep dive, and keep learning.